Hello! Welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For today's adventure, I've come to Kearney, Missouri to check out the James family farm. There's a museum here, and the family farm is the birthplace of Jesse James. So let's go check it out. The one pillar says James Farm, the other says 1845. So the tour begins here in the museum and museum store. So there are the admission prices. Oh, there's official crew hat and the script, and of course a couple DVDs of the assassination of Jesse James. There are some items that belong to the family members.
Your uncle gave me at home.
It was just what happened where the garden wall.
Yeah, so I was famous.
There's the official James Bible. Here we have a portrait of Frank James. There is the James, their mother, Zerelda, her sewing machine. And there's me with a picture of the James, and you can see they were quite taller than I am. I can't remember which is which, but one of these was Frank James' saddle, the other was Jesse's. I believe this one here, this was Jesse's saddle. There are various items, including a pair of boots, of course guns. They were owned by Jesse James. Now this is the actual embalming table that Jesse James' body was laid upon after he was shot in the back by that traitor, Bob Ford. Here is the actual picture that Jesse James was supposedly straightening up on the evening he was shot. And there's the feather duster that he was using to dust things off, to dust the picture off with. And there is the chair that he was standing upon when he was shot. Here's a bullet that was found in the leg of Jesse James, that he received in September of 1876. There's a pair of Jesse James spurs and his riding gloves. Here's Frank James' letter of surrender that he wrote. And there are the handcuffs that were placed on him in Gallatin and as he was taken away to jail in 1883. Here is Frank James' belt and gun holster. Here is a section of railroad tracks that the James Younger gang took out in Adair, Iowa on July 21st, 1873. Now, on January 26, 1875, the Pinkerton agency believed that the James brothers were at their family farmstead, and they threw a bomb into the house. This is the remains of the Jesse's, I guess it would have been his second tombstone monument marking his grave. All the pieces that were taken away over time by people who were wanting a memento of Jesse James. This is Frank James, his robe.
Poor farmers like Bob's father, J.J., are feeling the pinch. The romantic image of Jesse James.
And here are various items that were owned by Frank and his wife, Annie. Annie James, even after Frank passed away, she lived here at the family farm until she died several years later. All right, when you exit the museum, there is this pathway heads to the birthplace, the farmhouse. And here it is, my first look, Jesse James Birthplace, the James farmhouse. Historical marker here. James Farm, home of Reverend Robert James, Baptist minister who came here in 1840. Son Jesse was born here with his brother Frank. They were involved in with bushwhackers and criminal escapades until Jesse was killed in 1882. Frank surrendered and lived with his family. House is probably the oldest in the county. And many older photos of the farm, this is where the pictures are, a lot of times you see them, where they were taken from this angle. That's kind of interesting. There's a horseshoe there and the concrete. This property is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The birthplace, Jesse James. So here's some pictures. 1820s kitchen. 1920s kitchen, which is on the other side. Sorelda's bedroom. Frank and Annie's bedroom. And the parlor. And they've got the doors shut, the screen doors. But this room right here, this would have been Frank and Annie's bedroom when they lived here at the farmhouse. This is the parlor where you'd come to visit. This is the door you would enter. This is the room where you would be greeted. This is the original kitchen. Notice the fireplace there. The other side of it goes into Zorelda, Jesse and Frank James' mom, her bedroom. It should also be noted that it was in this room, the kitchen, in 1875 when the Pinkertons came because they thought Frank and Jesse were here. They threw a bomb into the house. The bomb was kicked into the fireplace where it exploded. Sorelda, Jesse's mother, did receive an injury, and their half-brother Archie was killed. In this room here is the bedroom where Jesse James was born. This is his mother's bedroom. Notice the fireplace there. It's called the saddleback fireplace. The back side of that fireplace is connected to the kitchen fireplace. Here is the original grave of Jesse James. His mother had him buried here so she could keep an eye on him, keep away any tomb robbers. It was a serious threat back then. That is the original tombstone. Can't make anything out on it right there. The front anymore. But in the back, it does. I'm going to zoom in there. Say JWJ. And now this other monument was put up here. That was erected. A friend of the family made it, donated it. The remains of that are inside in the museum, which we saw earlier, because souvenir hunters came and collected things from it. So that was the Jesse James Farmhouse and Birthplace Museum here in Kearney, Missouri. Really interesting. Surprised they had a lot of authentic artifacts. Things were put together really well. Well, this has been another adventure in TV land. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel for further content and ring that bell for email notifications. And if there's some place that you would like to see me visit, or you have a suggestion about some future video you would like to see me do, leave a comment in the comment section. And if you've enjoyed this adventure, or any of the adventures in TV land, you can help support this channel by going to either Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon and making a donation or becoming a member there. You can also hit the super like button down below, and that'll help support the channel as well. Thank you for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.